All right, so we're getting started here on Michael's 2021 GR Supra right here. We're driving it up on ramps because there's not any pinch welds for jack points on this car. So we're gonna roll this baby right up here and get started on putting this downpipe on. All right, that's the OEM sound right here. 100% OEM. Slight burbles, really clean tone. There's no raspiness at all. Not such a great sounding car for stock. All right, y'all, so this is the pipe right here. Michael picked this up used, and we need to transfer over a gasket that sits right in here for the V-band apparently. It looks like it probably seats each piece together and then the V-band holds it, but this probably centers it. That's just my opinion or whatever, but that's what I would guess. We got little flex section there, and it looks like a slip-on section, so they're gone for a second. I don't know what brand this is, but probably 95% of you guys already know what this is and can tell me. But yeah, we're gonna throw this bad boy on and hopefully make some power and some noise. All right, so Baron is getting started here, removing the 8 mils here on the front bumper. He's the owner of that Supra over there. That's a launch edition, right?
Yeah.
So he's got the launch edition. Baron's done this install before, so we're using a lot of his expertise to expedite this. But yeah, we're removing the 8 mils, which tuck this tray here, and then we're going to move on to removing the big bolts here, and we're going to drop that so we can access that downpipe. All right, so we've slaughtered several bolts here, and we're making progress. We're on the back side of the tray, and we're soon to have this thing off. So stay tuned here, and we're gonna see what's going on under here.
Oh, you slide it?
So the panel slides back, and you got to peel some of these panels back to make this thing come out. And you got to use a little bit of your cojones to get it to happen. So as you can see, we're manhandling it right now. It's gonna pop right out here.
Catch it. You fucking got it. I know, I'm stuck.
He's stuck. All right,
Can you put
let's
it where I can grab it?
let's pull it here out for him. All right, we got the tray out, ladies and gents. So
Oh shit.
you said the tray's hot?
The transmission.
Oh, I bet it's hot.
Oh, there's a rock.
All right, front passenger cross member here on the engine bay coming off.
All that plastic.
Pop the tray off and expose the cover. Obviously, you lift it off like you do on any other engine manufacturer.
You get like 10 more horsepower when you have the plastic thing on, I heard.
On or off?
On.
Intake air sensor temperatures? Or
sensor.
what kind of?
MAF sensor.
Oh, it's the MAF.
Mass airflow.
MAF, not a map. It's a MAF.
You know, you should just push it back in. We could. Oh, okay. There we go.
All right.
I didn't fully unclamp it. That's what happened. It works. And then this needs to come out. Needs to go in.
A little more. probably going to be like snug since it's warm. So you might have to,
There you go.
yeah.
That's
You
fine.
probably just have to really push on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Non-separated.
It
then
might
this-
be connected to this heat shield right here,
That's a thing.
but I don't know if the heat shield might just come with it.
I'm just gonna
Tug a lug.
see.
It might have a
Yeah.
clip that sits into the frame or something that's holding it
There's
in.
just like
Yeah, there's-
grommets and stuff that just like stick in it, but they're all
Yeah,
rubber, so
right.
Just have to yank.
Well,
But I'm not sure.
Well, I think the only difference with yours is that you don't have the heat shield. I think that's
so
the
you
only
got the
difference.
back all the way out. Looks like there's maybe just stuck in one more grommet or something.
It's this one right here.
There it comes. Okay,
Nice.
so yeah, it just tugs out, and you can see how it sit right in those spots there. So if that gives you an idea of kind of how to tug the airbox out. So now everything's exposed, and we have a little breathing room, and we can air this thing out a little
Fix
quicker.
that real quick.
Go for it. All right, so next we're gonna disconnect those sensors. So you pull those tabs back, and that's gonna release the locking part, and you're just gonna kind of tug on the engine side away from it. It's gonna take a little wiggling, especially if you have a new application and it's warm. With that,
It probably to the motor itself, like the GTI, and then there's another V-band on the exhaust.
excellent. So V-band here, V-band there, here. We're gonna peel those bolts. When you're doing these O2 sensors right here, when you're trying to release them from this plastic harness, you're actually gonna push them towards the motor and not away. That's the way they're seated, and that's how you'll release those. So if you're having trouble with that, that's how that's done.
Just curious, do we want to loosen this first, or do we want to loosen this first?
It doesn't.
Because then we can
So
move
this is a 13 under
I was
there.
just curious.
Am I loosening it?
I can't tell. It looks like you're loosening it, yeah. Where's that screwdriver at so I can separate the V-band?
Not.
I heard the bolt on the turbo is super fucking long.
I think there's 4.
Are you, is your hand smacking against the downpipe?
No,
It looks like it from here.
I'm hitting this like a
You did
plastic here. This is fucking. No, it's really tight.
Yeah, it's one.
It like doesn't fit perfectly, so.
Good lord. What are you going to get your 4 on work?
All right, so we got the first nugget out of here. So that's off the V-band on the downside, and they're undoing another one down there right now. So sorry I can't get under there for you this shot, but we're a little tight, but it's coming. All right, so we're knocking that bracket off down there, and we're gonna wiggle this catback part loose. Do you guys think that maybe getting this V-band up here?
No, we actually wanted to say seat it so that way when we pull, it doesn't pull the downpipe with us. Let's move it.
Yeah,
I got you. So we're pretty gentle on these new cars, as you can see.
Here.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh shit. It's just.
All right, so we had to give a little tug on the catback to separate the downpipe while it was mounted. I'll have Michael show you what I was doing. So come over here and you just get under. Luckily for the Supra exhaust, they have stainless steel all the way, but you know, you just take both your hands, grab on each one after it's cooled down, and just tug on it a little bit, and you'll get that extra, you know, half 30-second of clearance or whatever you need for it. So that's the trick. So next are, let's see if I can zoom in on it. If you look behind that second O2 sensor, it's those bolts. I'm trying to focus it on it. Those two right there behind the second O2 sensor. And we're gonna, what's gonna happen now, Baron?
So we have to take those out in order to release the downpipe from those 2 bolts, and then there should be another bolt connecting the downpipe to the turbo that we need to take out as well.
Excellent. All right, so this was the V-band bolt that just came out of there, and as you can see, it has this little slide washer I just destroyed Michael's car, and I'm probably getting assassinated in my sleep tonight. But comes off the V-blend right there off the turbo. What size was this now?
13 mil.
That's a 13 mil. Let them know. So 13 mil. Be prepared for that, and that comes out off the V-band clamp.
Isn't oriented on the right?
You have to push up, by the way.
Oh, well, it's going the wrong way.
Yeah, I see.
So it's nice and tight now. You got it tightened down.
No, I can't even turn it.
Oh.
And then grab onto the bolt and just unscrew it.
Yep, it's loose. Emily's gonna appreciate me still having skin on my hand.
Yeah.
Probably. What time is it anyway?
8 something.
Oh, it's not 30.
9:30.
Done by 10:30.
What you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's ready. It'll go down whenever you are.
Come on, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that
Oh,
clamp
Lord.
restricting it?
Okay. Those.
Yeah, now
Really
it's clear
good
of the
is
clamp.
bold.
Yeah. What if you? Yeah, I was gonna say, drive it. Yep, that's what I thought.
You good?
I'm not doing anything. It's just
Is it hitting the exhaust?
a little bit, but I don't think enough to make it
It's
stop.
separated.
Well, the top thing is loose. I separated it.
Do you need help?
Hold up. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need some help. That is a heavy-looking unit coming out of there.
Are all the wires clear?
Everything looks okay so far. I don't see him getting hung up on anything here. Just be careful once it drops. Just make sure that the clips don't catch on anything.
Fucking big ass cat. Good lord. Give me 1 second.
We also have ground clearance issues here, so that's why this might be a little difficult right now. So we're just on these ramps. All right, so in comparison here, stock cat. Obviously, it looks like it's bigger and like you could make more power, but this is the unit right here that is choking us out. As you can see right there, there's this screen where the turbo is just dumping air and it's just instantly being restricted. So now we're gonna go to this nice open flow design and make some more power. So we're about to put that on and dismantle and transfer over the O2 sensors here. Is it recording? Yeah. Much easier to fit this thing in there with that slim design.
You fake. You go do it.
Yeah, you need to do it, and there's some
It's like this. It's pitch.
whirlwind of difficulties ahead.
I think that's tight enough.
Yep. Just want that little crush washer to just kind of seat down a bit. Perfect, just like that. That's probably plenty.
Yeah. Make sure this thing's tight. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Wonderful.
Put it on.
Is it made out of metal?
It's like flaky.
Yeah, so this is like a flaky exhaust gasket, but what it's gonna
Do you have
do,
a thinner screwdriver?
a more thin beastie boo. Yeah, those are pretty good over there. I do have
This one's perfect. This one's perfect.
I'm so excited. Look at all this restriction that's just going away.
It's just
Yeah.
not it.
So we're gonna get this gasket out and we're gonna transfer it over, and that's just gonna keep the exhaust sealed up so that it flows all the way back to the tail end of the car. We don't want anything leaking into
don't break
the
it.
exhaust bay.
So,
An exhaust gasket material, you see it quite commonly in a bunch of things, but
beautiful.
it's probably efficient in the way that it crushes down, probably produces a certain type of seal, you know what I mean?
Or when it heats up. it
Exactly,
expands, yeah.
exactly. It's a
That's good.
thermal expansion properties.
Interesting.
All right, ready to go. So not sure if that works, but Baron just straight up threw this thing down there from the top, and it's pretty darn close. So we're gonna see if we can maybe finagle it a bit to get it to sit in there. We'll just move these clips around, and Michael is kind of pulling down. I think if you push those little heat shields back, it looks like it's going. So it looks like the downpipe has been mated via the V-band. Are we on those clips? Are those bolts on? Those two?
He has one of them.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's
So-
not fully on because it's not fucking going down. For some reason. It's kinda weird.
What?
One of the bolts just isn't going down. I think it's well off. I think.
Do you think maybe... I was gonna say gloves off or doing it from up here. You could even reach from up here.
Oh yeah, you can hand me a bolt.
I was gonna say it's pretty easy from up here. It looks like. Boys, we need to. What do we need to do again?
So we need to get back into the car. There's the V-band clamp that goes from the downpipe to the exhaust, and the exhaust actually bolts to the frame of the car, the subframe or whatever. So we're gonna bolt on the exhaust back to the frame, and then we're gonna tighten up that V-band clamp so that way it sits all flush and nice.
Stock airbox going back in, pushing into the little rivets that you had saw earlier, sliding back onto this intake here, and then we'll flatten this part down with a flat edge. Alright, so everything's buttoned up mostly. We haven't got the tray on under there, but we're just going to make sure that there's no exhaust leaks or anything. So this is a first start. You heard at the beginning what it sounded like. Let's see what it's like with a DP on there. Yeah. Golly. Holy cow. It's loud, dude. Dude, it's so loud compared to stock. Alright, so we're putting the final bolts and stuff on the under tray. I think collectively we spent about 3.5 hours on this. Realistically, I think if you're skilled and you know what you're doing and you know a good order of operations, you could probably knock this out in like hour 30 to 2:30 range. Just depends on how well equipped you are, if you have a lift, yada yada and all that. But yeah, it's buttoned up, ready to go. We still got to put this brace on real quick on the airbox and secure it a little bit. Back it off the ramp's good to go. So yeah, we'll get that done real quick and show you what's going on. Alright, mission complete. All bolts accounted for, bolted up. We're going to back her up. It's loud. I'm gonna watch the opposite side because it has less space here.